Hello friends, I am Amit Patel. I am a project officer IPR patents at Gujarat Technological University. Today we are going to have a session on patent search and analysis report. The contents of this video are introduction and objectives about the patent search and analysis report, what are the questions of the PSAR, its explanations, interpretation of various patent documents from different databases will be covered. The next session or next part will be on the introduction of online portal for PSAR report submission, and finally we will see about the patent search report generated through our website content. First part is introduction and objective, why we are doing this patent search and analysis report generation activity. GTU has first time launched this activity. In this part, every 7th SEM student has to study 5 different patents related to his IDP, UDP, or either related to his area of interest. After studying each patent, student has to answer 27 different types of very basic questions for each studied patent and generate its report on web. The main objectives behind this activity is that students gets familiarity with the patenting system, to increase the awareness about students with the patents, and promote the R&D activities and the innovations by these activities. We will discuss about the session as the session is going on. The patent search and analysis report will be comprising of 27 different questions. After studying each question, student has to answer these questions. हर एक स्टूडेंट को एक पेटेंट पढ़ने के बाद 27 डिफरेंट टाइप्स के क्वेश्चंस सॉल्व करने पड़ेंगे, और वो 27 क्वेश्चंस, these are very basic questions. I will guide you what are these questions and what should be answered in those questions. The first question, this patent search and analysis report activity will be divided into 3 different phases. The first phase is the part 1, that is patent search technique used. In this part, the first question is the patent search database used. That student has to answer this question from which database they have selected particular patent to generate the PSAR activity. That is either the Indian patent website, European patent database, WIPO database, etc. If the student has selected other option, then please specify which database they have used. The second question is the keyword used for search. Here student has to give at least minimum 3 keywords related to the patent which they are studying or related to their project work. If student has more than 3 keywords, please specify them separated by comma. That is the second question. The third question is search string use. Now what is search string? Search string is a combination of words differentiated by Boolean operators. Boolean operators are the and, or, and the not words. These are, so the search string is a combination of keywords using the Boolean operators. So specify that search string over here. The number of results and hits getting. Just like Google, when we are searching anything on the Google, we are getting how many results relevant to your search query are getting on the first page, that is in the header of the page we are getting. So here student says to answer that thing, how many results they are getting on particular database after using particular search string related to their project work or related to their keywords. The minimum the search results you get from your search results, it will directly reflect that the closeness of results with your project work. So जितना छोटा सर्च रिजल्ट्स का नंबर होगा, उतनी क्लोजनेस वो पेटेंट की आपके रिपोर्ट प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट के साथ होगी. So define your search string in such a way that you will get a minimum number of results. So here we have finished the first part, very basic things. I think you feel that these details are not very much difficult. Okay. Now move on to part 2, that is basic data of patented invention and the bibliographic data. Among these, the first question is category and field of invention. Here students have to mention the patent which they are going to study and based on which they are going to generate the PSAR. That patent is related to which field of technology, which category, that is whether the patent is related to automobile sector, whether it is related to chemical sector, computer sector, chemical sector, mechanical sector, etc. Right. So here you have to define the branch of your study. Next question is invention is related to class of what class of invention. Here suppose one student is studying the patents related to the mechanical fields or automobile fields. Suppose one student is studying the brake systems of automobiles, then the brakes is the end field with which the patent is associated. So in the first question, student has to answer the field of technology, and in the second question, the end area with which the patent is associated. The seventh question is the title of invention. Here student has to exactly mention the title as seen on the patent document. Directly just mention that title over here. The next question is patent number. The patent for getting a patent, there are various steps. Those steps are, first is the file a application to get a patent. So after filing, the patent will be published. After publication, the examination of that patent will be occurred, and after that the grant of that patent will be done. So the patent number is so to getting a patent for particular invention will take around 2 to 3 years after filing a patent application. So yeah, one more thing, the questions which are marked with asterisk signs are the compulsory one, and the questions which are not marked with the asterisk sign are the optional ones. So you must have to answer those asterisk marked questions, and if you will find the details for the non-compulsory answer, that will be good, and the evolution of your report will be based on the how much information you are providing, what is the quality of information you are providing. So better is that provide as much information as much as possible. Look at that patent number. So if after studying particular patent, if you will get the patent number of that document, please mention it over here to answer this question. The next question is application number. As I have told, to get a patent there are various steps. First is the application. To get a patent for particular invention, first thing is to file a patent application. So to answer this question, student has to mention that application number of particular patent application. After making a application, just like as one more thing I have to clarify here. A few basic things about the patents. The patents gives the territorial rights. That is the thing. If one wants a patent protection in various countries, then the applicant has to file a patent application in those countries individually. Like if one wants a patent protection in India, he has to file a patent application in India. For the same invention, if he wants a patent protection in US, China, Brazil, etc. countries, then the inventor or applicant has to make an individual application over there. So the various patents are the territorial rights. So applicant has to make a territorial applications. The next thing is the publication. After making an application, the individual patent office will make a publication of the application. Just like as the cinema, like every Friday, the new film is released. Just like that, every patent office publishes his official journal at regular interval. In India, the patent office journal is published on every Friday. So the content of that journal is regarding the how many patent applications the patent office has received, how many patents the office has granted during that interval. All these informations are compiled into that journal, and that journal is publishing at regular intervals. So after publication, when the interested persons reads those journal, and if someone feels that these patents, the content of this patent is already known, then they will oppose that. So after that, the publication, anyone interested to oppose that, they can file a opposition to grant of that patent after its publication. Then the examination of that content, it will be done by the experts from the patent offices, and based on their examination, if the patent office feels that the content of the patent is not satisfactory, he will communicate to the applicant, please specify or please give your comments regarding these doubts. After those all conversations, when all the requirements of patent offices are fulfilled, the patent will be granted. So the next thing is the patent application number. So here student have to mention the exact application number, as when the applicant has filed that application, has to mention over here. Next thing is the date of filing of application. So the date on which the particular application is filed with the patent office has to mention over here to answer this question. Next thing is the priority date. What is the priority date? Priority date means it is self-explanatory. Priority and date. As I have told, patent gives the territorial rights. So suppose that a mobile is till date not invented, and it is first time invented in the US. So the inventor has filed a patent application in US, and if he thinks that this is a revolution kind of patent or innovation, so he wants his protection in more than one countries. So it is not possible for him to file a patent application for mobile into all the countries on the same day, right? So what he will do, on the first date, on the first instance, he will file a patent application in the US. Then later on, within a period of 1 year, he will file application into the various countries. So in this question, priority date means the first date on which the particular invention is disclosed in any of the country related to that patent is student has to mention over here to answer this question. The next question is publication and journal number. As I have told before, after application, the application for patent is published in the official journal of respective countries. So in which country that patent application is published, that the volume or the serial number or bulletin number of that journal comprising the application of that patent, student has to mention over here to answer this question. The next question is publication date. Just as I have told that every regular interval the patent journal is being published. So on what date the journal is published into which the particular application is being published, that date student has to mention over here. The next question, 14 number question, is first filed country. As I have told you before, the mobile which is being invented first time in US, suppose which is invented first time in US. So applicant has filed a first application in US. So the first filed country, that is the US. So respected to each patent, the invention is generated into which country and in which country the first application is made, that student has to mention over here to answer this question. And the next question is also published as. Here student has to give details about the country and relevant application number in which the particular patent has been also filed for the same invention. That is the mobile application. Suppose the mobile application is also filed in the China, in the India, in the Russia, then they mention those countries and also give their respective application numbers into the next column. Here student has to differentiate those activities separated by comma in our online project tracking system. Okay. Now the next question is details about the inventor and the applicant. Now before going to this question, let's first clarify the difference between inventor and the applicant. The inventor is the one who basically develops that particular innovation or the patent, right? And the applicant is the one who makes application to get that patent. In case of student, if a group of students gets with the newer idea or newer patent, they can file patent by their individual also. If they have enough money and enough financial sources, they can file their own also. And in some cases we can also see that the patents will also be filed by respective colleges or university. In case of companies are hiring the people to do work for them, and those people are developing the newer things, and the company will file patent for them on their company's name. So the applicant is the one who owns the right of patent, not the inventor one. So जो applicant होता है उसको ही patents के rights मिलते हैं, right? So to answer the question number 16 and 17, student has to given details about the name of inventors who has invented the particular patent, their address, their respective city from which they belongs to, and the country, their nationality. In the next question, same details for the applicant. Here student has to mention who is the applicant, whether they are the same the students, the college name, university name or the company's name. If the applicant and inventor both are the same, please repeat those details over here. That is उसको दोनों जगह पर mention कीजिए.